Thank you very much, Secretary Cayetano. Thank you for being here, but also greatly appreciate your kind words about those affected by Hurricanes Harvey and Irma. It means a great deal to us that our friends in the Philippines worry about our friends in the United States and feel a great deal of sympathy. Thank you. I also want to express my condolences to those who have been affected by the horrible situation in Malawi, all of the soldiers that have died, seriously injured, and all civilians as well. So all of us are continuing to pray for them and hope that the situation will improve as quickly as possible for all concerned. Let me also thank colleagues on both sides, my colleagues from the U.S. Embassy and colleagues from the Philippines government who have been working so hard to put this letter of agreement together, and more importantly, the broader cooperation that continues between our two sides. Delighted to sign this agreement with the Secretary today. This letter of agreement, I think, reflects the depth of cooperation between our two countries. As the Secretary mentioned, the relationship, the cooperation between our two countries are long-standing and very deep, and I fully expect that we will continue to strengthen the full range of cooperation between our two countries. This particular LOA will expand our cooperation and efforts to deal with a very, very serious problem here. It will allow us to better support important initiatives such as national and community-based programs in prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation. We share President Duterte's concerns about the dangers posed by illicit drugs and substance abuse here. The Secretary used, I think, an appropriate word to describe this. It is a real menace that affects the whole society. So we want to do everything possible to effectively deal with this problem. I think signing the agreement with the Secretary is particularly meaningful for me because I know that he personally has been a very strong advocate of a comprehensive approach to the drug problem. Obviously, law enforcement efforts are important, but it also requires an equally strong effort on demand reduction and rehabilitation. So this letter of agreement and the funding associated with it will allow us to focus more on demand reduction, which I think hopefully will pay dividends going forward. I did have a chance to visit the rehabilitation center that Secretary Cayetano mentioned and was quite impressed by the dedication and commitment of all involved, including some of the colleagues who are here today. And I think it's that kind of commitment that will yield results in dealing with this horrible problem. So we look forward to working with the Philippines government. I view this letter of agreement as just the start. And the Secretary was kind enough to give us 2 million thanks. I hope there will be many more million thanks coming forward. Yeah. Okay, we should not be too ambitious. But really, let me end by noting that it's not just this cooperation, but I think going forward, we want to continue to expand, deepen our cooperation, not just on this important issue of drugs, but on our alliance management and on economic front as well. We have a robust economic partnership. So I very much look forward to working with Secretary Cayetano and his colleagues in DFA and other agencies to make sure that our relationship continues to prosper as much as it should and as much as our two peoples deserve. Thank you very much. Salamat po.